Hello everybody, in today's video I'm going to be unboxing the WitFour, and this is Wit Eden's version of the 4x4, and I've heard nothing but good things about it from people who have it. And also the videos on it looked really good as well. Now I ordered a black one and a stickerless one. I went ahead and ordered both of them because I figured that it was going to be a good cube. My address, I'm just going to blur that out I guess, let's just get rid of that. Ugh, now I can get rid of the blurs. Anyways, but they went ahead and sent me a white one as well and upgraded me to DHL. I guess they want me to review their products. So let's go ahead and open this up. I'm really excited about the stickerless one. We've seen stickerless 3x3s and everybody likes those. They're cool, but you can't use them in competition, but they're still cool. And I always thought a stickerless 4x4 or bigger would be pretty neat. So, okay. Open. Wow, they really wanted to make sure this came in good condition. Alright, so here's one of them. This will be the white one. And this one will be the black one. So this is the stickerless. Of course, that's going to be the hardest one to get at. Alright, so that is going to be the stickerless. We're going to start with my least favorite to my favorite, and I'm going to call the stickerless my favorite. So let's start with the white one. Now this is just going to be a first impressions. Let's go over the box first. Yeah, so I'm going to do my full review later when I've had some time with it. So on the box, I guess it's got the notation. On this side, classic Wit Eden logo. Now, now you notice that Wit Eden and HK Nowster have similar logos. I wonder why that is. Anyways, here we have some more notation. On the back is the actual mechanism. Whoa, a little too blurry there. There we go. So it looks good. This is not a knockoff, guys. This is a brand new mechanism. Type C 4x4x4 Magic Cube. WitFour. Here we have made in China. Don't dismantle cube by force. That's another thing too, is that I've heard this cube can pop, but I mean, every cube can pop if you tension it, you know, if it's not tensioned properly. Wow, so the feel of this cube is pretty solid. All right, so let's just get on with first turns. Wow, holy. Could use some lube. Whoa. Okay, that's coming apart a little bit. These middle slices. Oh, yep, I got a pop. It's pretty loose. I gotta say, I think I'd like it a little bit tighter. So, corner cutting. Yeah, it's pretty loose. So I'm gonna open up the black one and see how this one is. But it's got a nice feel to it, and it's got a nice sound, that's for sure. Alright, so this is a bit better, I think. Yeah, I like that a lot. These middle slices are just amazing. And it can reverse corner cut through the middle as well. And it can also reverse corner cut here, apparently. At least they showed that on the video. Oh, no. So, okay, we are having a little bit of popping issues. Here's the pieces. I'm gonna go through and show you guys the pieces after. I just want to open them all up. Wow. Okay, so hopefully that's not going to be a constant problem. There's a solve video that Wit Eden posted as well, and it doesn't have that. It's not popping, and the guy's being pretty harsh on it. So I'm guessing it's just a tensioning thing. But hopefully that's not going to be a problem, because it moves really well. It would be disappointing if it popped a lot. And Algorithmist actually told me she got hers and it has exploded. So all right, so this is the stickerless one. Wow, stickerless looks great. Yeah, it's really good. It's a little loose. Look at that. It just reverse corner cuts the center. Not that you would ever need that, but why would it? I guess the mechanism just allows that. So let's try corner cutting. Corner cutting is pretty good. On a 4x4, I cut way less than I do on a 3x3 actually though. You know what? I want to actually see this thing all scrambled up. So let's just go ahead, scramble it. Wow, the centers are just amazing. Like that's really nice. But yeah, I think this thing can be tensioned a bit more. All right, so that is a scrambled WitFour stickerless. All right, so I guess what I'm going to do is I got to fix these tensions and stuff before I continue on. I mean, at first impressions, pretty loose out of the box. It does move really well. It's got a really nice feeling to it. Could use some lube. These middle slices though are just amazing. I'm not really a fan of how you move the second one and the first one there. Now the first one is just staying. I gotta be honest, I'm not really a fan of that because sometimes you want to do, you know, you want to move both of them. So, and the black one has a decent tension, but I think it can use some lube. But these middle slices are incredible. Yeah, I think a little bit of lube. Anyways, so I'm going to go ahead and at least get one of them good and solve it a few times and then come back with my final first impressions. Okay guys, so it's been about 12 hours. It's the next day already, and I'm not going to give this a full review, but my first impressions of this is that it's really not that good. I'm really sorry to say that. I had high expectations for this, but I'm not giving up on it yet because WitEden actually had somebody solve a white one on their channel and upload it, and it was a really fast solve and it seemed to move really, really well. So I'm guessing it's really just a setup thing. Now, as far as setting up, I took my black one, I completely took it apart, and I tried to find a way to make it better. And I got the middle slices better just by tensioning it. There's really nothing you can do. I mean, it's actually very similar to the Diane plus MF8 4x4 version 3, the one that just came out that really wasn't that good. And you cannot adjust these outer tensions. If you want to adjust the outer tensions, you adjust the center, which actually adjusts these. And what happens, the problem with this puzzle is that the middle slices are so smooth, like on here, you know, like sometimes you want to, there's an algorithm where you do this, but if you're holding your thumb on here, it'll do this. It will not move the whole thing as one. Sort of like, let's see, here's the Panchi. You know, you go like this, you can hold your thumb on there all you want, and it's not gonna, because it's, you know, the friction is there. On something like this, you know, some of your algorithms require that kind of move, you know, and I'm just not getting it. So as you can see, it just doesn't really want to do it. And so the middle ones are extremely smooth. Now, WitEden also said that their design makes it so all of the layers feel the same, and I gotta be honest, that's definitely not the case. The inner ones are super smooth, almost too smooth, I would think. If anything, I would want to put more lube in there just to slow them down a bit, because it's just uncontrollable. All of a sudden you're trying to do an algorithm and you do one of these by accident, or sometimes you go to move the top layer and the bottom layer comes with it. So you really have to grip everything when you're doing it, and it's kind of annoying. But again, it might be a tensioning thing, because in the video of the solve with the white one, it was definitely really, really good. What's another problem? Yeah, these outer layers are just really slow. Now, I put some Lubix in here because I thought maybe it'll react well, but it did not. It actually slowed it down even more. So I think that if I put more lube in the middle layers, in the core, it'll slow those down and then completely wipe the lube out of these outer layers and maybe put some Maru lube in. Then it will make them fast, and maybe we can make them even that way. So the one that works the best is the stickerless. This one's pretty good. Now, these middle layers are also super fast, as you can see when I turn them. They come out of alignment a little bit, but and same with this. I mean, I don't know. So far, I'm just not too impressed, but This one is definitely the best out of them all. I've tensioned this one pretty good. I haven't really screwed around with this one at all. And the reason for that is because I want to try something. So we're actually going to take this one apart so I can show you some of the mech. Now, the way that you can take this apart, because it's really hard to take apart, you can't just pull out an edge. Okay, so what I do is I actually just pop it. So you can actually corner cut really well through this layer. But if you go too far, you can see that you're going to pop a piece out. And one should pop out of the front and the back. There we go. So two popped out of the back. And now you can continue to take it apart by just sliding it up and pulling it out. So let's take it apart. All right, so now we've got it apart. So let's take a look at the pieces. This is a centerpiece, okay? And this kind of fits over the core, just like that. Hooks underneath, all right? This is a corner piece, and these sit on top of this, and this is what I'm going to talk about in a second. I think I might have a mod to make it a little bit better. This is an edge piece. This sits underneath, and another one will sit underneath on this side. And so they really get hooked under, so you can really see that they will not pop, the edge pieces. Now, as far as the explosions that I had at first, I haven't had any since then, but you never know. Depends on tensioning. Now, the core itself is basically, that is really rough. Wow. Can you hear that? So something is clicking in there. You can see I've got some pretty serious flashing coming off. Anyways, so we're gonna take this apart in a second too, but so yeah, there's some serious clicking going on in there. Maybe that's what's slowing it down as well. Okay, now this piece here, I want to show you guys this. See if I can get it to focus. Yep. All right, so it comes up and then there's a lip. Okay, so it's like a lip. Now on this piece that it sits on, you can see that it's got these triangle things, and it kind of sits just like this. Now these triangle things poking out, I think that's to keep this lip off of this. Okay, but if you have one of these and you kind of move it around like this, you can hear catching. Listen. Okay, so it's catching all over inside there, and when they slide past each other, they just catch. All right, so I'm thinking if we file this lip down, we'll get rid of that, and this comes apart just like a Diane. Now, another thing about these edge pieces that's really weird is this lip slides back and forth. Why it does that, I don't know, but that's what it does. All right, so let's take this apart. So I'm sure we can just pull it apart. Pull all these things out. Here's an edge. Okay, so I've got it apart now. So you can see that it's basically just a 3x3 core. All right. And the mechanism to keep the 2x2 section of it in alignment is that these are blocky, and then these things catch on it. So they're stuck like that. This is a corner piece. So it's basically a 3x3 that's turned into a 2x2, sort of like the V-Cube or the WitFour or the new Diane. And then it's extended out into a 4x4. So these here are your tensioning points for the 3x3/2x2 mechanism. The outer layers cannot be tensioned, okay? So that is the problem with that. It's just not even tensions, but I'm going to take this all apart. I'm going to try this mod, and yeah, so that's the mechanism. So as of right now, I don't recommend these puzzles. I'm very, very sorry to WitEden for that. But I'm going to continue working on them and see if I can get them really good. And if I can, I'll make a tutorial on how to do that. Plus, I'll be coming out with my full review probably sometime in around a week. So I've got some time to actually really make a good decision on this. But I mean, if you think it's a good looking puzzle, I'll leave WitEden's link down below. If you want to get it, it's actually relatively reasonable for the price. I really like the stickerless. It's a good cube to solve, but for speed solving so far, I'm not really that impressed. But it's not the worst out there. I just wish that we could tension it better. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on my next video.